I'd like to introduce Wendy Martinez. Wendy is a director at the Jewish Board of Children and Family Services in the New York metropolitan area. Her and her husband, Harry, live in Paterson, New York, and have 2 children, Shannon and David. And we are fortunate enough to have David, and he came to our residential school in April of 2008 after being in a school in Massachusetts for, I think, 4 years, okay? Wendy is a great supporter of Springbrook. She's at all our events. She always has a smile on her face and good things to say about us and good ideas all the time. So I'd like to ask Wendy to speak. And I just want to preface one thing. We have 24 beds that we're going to be opening in a year and a half. LaChase, year and a half, a little bit give or take. And we have over 400 referrals. 400 families who are looking for services from Springbrook. So we have to do the math there as well. Wendy?
Thank you very much. This is very unusual. Jeff, Amy, and Kim, I'm at a loss for words.
It is very highly unusual.
Patricia called me up a few weeks ago and asked me to speak. I immediately said yes. There was not even a hesitation. The weeks followed. I thought, what am I going to talk about? Besides talking about my son, who is an incredible young man who will have his sweet 16 birthday soon. But I think the most important thing is to talk about his journey. His journey here has been paved with the most incredible group of people that pulled him up, provided learning experiences and opportunities. But it also was not paved without the struggles. Some of those struggles are when David went off to elementary school. Prior to that, we had a classroom in our home. David went off to an elementary school an hour and 45 minutes away. He struggled on the bus at times, and being in the similar field, I knew where to go and what schools to go to. But even then, after some times, we were challenged with, we cannot transport your son to school anymore. We will have to transport him by ambulance. We will have to transport him by ambulance using a vest to tie him down. David is 16. It wasn't that long ago. Needless to say, Amy knows I'm never usually a loss for words. You can imagine what I said. We then looked high and low again, and we were off to Massachusetts, in Chatham, Massachusetts, because New York was not able to provide David with the educational setting he required. He actually is a student of applied behavioral analysis, and there was nowhere we could go. If, in fact, the opportunities were there, they were not appropriate. David went there until the school was going to move to Boston. And in Boston, even at the school in Chatham, we were faced with challenges again that we don't know if your son will be able to stay here because we don't know if we can deal with his behaviors. Those 2 incidents are never a conversation I've ever had here. Never. The conversations are with Brandon, with Mark, with Amy, with Kim, with Jeff, with Patricia. Let's try this. What are we going to do? What opportunities can we have? For me, 16 years ago when he was born, I had a vision and goals for him just like Shannon. Those vision and goals have changed, but never, ever have I wavered. Never. to make sure he was given every learning opportunity that there was. And Springbrook has met every single one of those challenges. Every single one. Your maintenance staff, we've heard about education, we've heard about residential. Build beds for David. You actually, if anybody needs a bed behind sunshine, there's a whole bunch of them. So I'm sure that Patricia will help you out. At this point right now, those are the challenges every single day that we face. Never once has there ever been that we cannot serve your son. I can sleep at night because of all of you. I know that I've talked to Vinny, and Vinny feels the same way. We can sleep at night. And for that, I thank you so, so very much. Thank you, Amy.